On this episode of Designing Spaces, designing a place you feel comfortable in. High-quality insurance service to protect all your assets. Plus, a new way to breathe clean air. A great night's sleep relies on the perfect mattress. Changing the way you do lawn care. And new siding to increase the value of your home. Plus, a whole lot more. On this segment of Designing Spaces, we're sharing some of the most beautiful and innovative structures and designs in the tri-state area and beyond. Let's meet the experts at Rise Projects, who aspire to inspire.
I'm Karen Fromm. I'm an architect and the founder of Rise Projects. We are an architecture and design firm located in New York City. We work on all kinds of projects, commercial, residential, and institutional, all over the Northeast. So I'm both a designer and an architect, and we love to come in and have a vision for the space and how it's going to work and how people will live in it. It's great to be a woman-owned business in a male-dominated field. We love being the one who stands out because we're different than the other firms out there.
Rise Projects designs spaces that feel good to be in. They sing with light and ignite the imagination with materials. The home we're in right now is a shining example of this.
So this space was a photographer's loft, and we gutted it down to the bones and really looked to take advantage of the skylights, of the southern-facing windows that have a beautiful skyline view, and really make it into a wonderful family home. Home is special because both of the selection of materials and because of the way we used the light and really capitalized on that. We divided the public space into one side of the apartment and the private spaces at the back. And now the owners are contemplating building something on top of the roof. So we love working on penthouses, of course, but we also love working at the beach, in the mountains, anywhere that we can make a family home for any size family, whether it's a new couple starting out or older people coming back to the city and empty nesters.
The diverse and imaginative staff, consultants, builders, and clients work together to balance the bold and the beautiful with every project's individual needs.
Our attitude is that we can make something beautiful out of consensus. That consensus is just as important, and making sure that we've understood everyone's input and viewpoints. Always want to hear what our clients' needs are first. So when you work with an architect, the most important thing is really to be upfront about what your parameters are. And then we go at it, bring a whole bunch of design ideas for our clients, and we want to get their feedback. And once we have feedback, then we just run with it.
At Rise Projects, they have a fun way of saying that no job is too big or too small.
We love working at all scales. And so sometimes we say from robe hooks to master plans. And that means that we love getting into the details. And we've designed pieces of furniture, we've designed some pieces of hardware, and getting really custom and into those details is amazing and fun. But we also like to take the 30,000-foot view and see everything. How do all the pieces come together? Because both of those are what really make your experience. What do you touch and what do you see from the big picture when you approach? We like to say that we turn obstacles into opportunities. And what I mean by that is that we will take something like a column in the middle of the space, and instead of trying to hide it, we will make it into an opportunity. So for example, in the loft that we're in, you will see a fireplace. The fireplace did not exist before, but there's a column next to it that we couldn't get rid of, and it made the space awkward. So to make the space feel incredibly inviting and beautiful, we added this fireplace that now becomes a focal point and a gathering point for the space. I feel so fortunate to be in a profession where I can go to work every day and feel excited about what I do, feel joy in working with the people who I work with, and in making something that is beautiful, useful, that people appreciate, and working with a team that I love.
To find out more about how Rise Projects can help you, visit riseprojects.com and designingspaces.tv. When you purchase a home, one of the first things you need to do is figure out your homeowner's insurance. And for the average person, that could get really complicated. What company do you choose? What kind of coverage do you need? What about deductibles? These are all questions every homeowner has to think about.
For homeowners insurance, there are several options. The reason they aren't all created equal is there are particular coverages that are excluded from certain policies. You can have different deductibles based on windstorm triggers. So if there's a hurricane that takes place one person may have a deductible that's only $1,000, the other person may have a deductible that's $50,000. So you really have to pay attention to the specifics in the policy, and that's where, licensed agents and brokers come into play.
Apex Brokerage is a full-service insurance brokerage. We offer commercial lines and personal lines for all different types of exposures: contractors, landlords, homeowners, auto.
So we are approximately 30 years old. We opened in 1992, first generation in the insurance business. I was appointed by the Superintendent of Insurance in the state of New York to serve on the board of directors for New York Property Insurance Underwriters, one of only 3 in the state. Apex can offer the best, most competitive pricing with the proper coverage. We take customer service to the extreme. We believe that every customer is as valuable as the next. We want to make sure you have the proper coverage. We're not going to sell you something just because it's the right price. We have to make sure it's the right coverage.
With almost 30 years in the insurance business, Apex Brokerage can handle any insurance needs. And Apex knows that when life changes, insurance changes too.
So the reason you really would take an annual review of your policy and look at each policy as it renews is because people's situations change throughout the year. Maybe you've got a new job and you have bigger assets, and you need to increase your liability insurance to protect those assets. Maybe you have put in a pool during the year, and now you need to make sure that that policy provides coverage for the pool exposure. So you don't want to be caught in a situation after the fact. Insurance is something you can never purchase when you need it. You have to purchase ahead of time and hopefully never have to use it.
Working with a brokerage, we work for the client, where a captive agent works for the company. We're here to serve the client's needs, not the insurance carrier needs.
If you'd like more information on how to get the right insurance policy for your needs, visit their website, apexbrokerageco.com, or watch this segment again at designingspaces.tv. Have you thought about the quality of the air circulating through your home? Without a cleaning solution, there could be germs and bacteria lurking in every room.
Most homeowners don't understand that there's actually just not the dust in the air, but there's 3 phases of contamination. There's particles, germs, and there's gases. Each phase of contamination affects their equipment, their HVAC equipment. It also can affect their health. So one of the misconceptions is if I just buy a room air cleaner, it's going to take care of the whole problem. Well, most room air cleaners take care of the particles, and they do a great job. A lot of them have HEPA systems in there, but it's only addressing one room. There's a lot of stuff on the market today that's being presented to homeowners and contractors to do a really good job in a lab, in a little 1-by-1 test chamber, but they don't work in an in-home application.
Dynamic Air Quality Solutions have been helping clean indoor air since 1982. Their high-tech products provide a cleaning solution for commercial and residential buildings.
The air that's going through your furnace or air conditioner does about 3, 4, 5 times an hour. It's going by at a high velocity. It's going by 400 or 500 feet per minute. We have about 0.7 seconds to do something to the germ or the particle or the gas that's in the air. So you have to have a high enough powered product in order to take care of that.
Technology-wise, there's sort of 2 bookends of taking stuff out of the air. There's passive filters, which are essentially a sieve. The smaller the holes in the sieve, the more efficient the filter, but also then the harder it is to push air through it. The other bookend is the traditional electrostatic air cleaner. It works through electrostatic attraction, and we're sort of a combination of the 2. We do hospitals and labs and clean rooms and the world's most valuable art collection, and we're able to take that same technology though and put it in a format that can deal with the constraints of a residential HVAC system.
The differing technologies make it hard for homeowners to know where to turn.
We started presenting ultraviolet energy to the market about 1992. So myself and my team, we were on the first design team that designed the first ultraviolet energy lights for residential applications.
Dynamic Air knows how important it is to protect everyone in your home from germs and bacteria. That's why they provide homeowners with a whole house solution.
So you have a system in your house that is moving all the air in your house multiple times an hour. So by putting the air cleaning in that system, you do a much more complete job of cleaning the air in your house. as opposed to a room unit, which would boost the air changes in that given space, but really wouldn't do anything for the rest of the house.
So our product is based on science and logic and not just on marketing. Scientifically, it has to work. So we'll put it in test chambers like anybody else to see if the science behind it will address whatever phase of contamination that we're trying to take care of in a home or in our commercial environments. Secondly, it has to logically work in the other application. You can take it out of the lab, put it in the home, put it in the hospital, put it in a museum. Is it going to work in that application? We know it's going to work in a little test chamber, but that's the science behind it. So scientifically, we proved that it works, and then logically on the other end, will it work in the application that we're designing it to work for?
Protect your family from germs and bacteria with a whole home cleaning solution from Dynamic Air Quality Solutions. For more information, visit dynamicaqs.com or visit designingspaces.tv. If you're like most people, you spend about a third of each day in bed, and studies show that people who get 7 hours of sleep are less likely to get sick than those who sleep only 5 or 6. Do you know what that means? Having the right mattress is important for your health and well-being. Watch this.
So SHOVLIN Mattress Factory has been located in Union County, New Jersey for almost 50 years. So I've been in the industry since I was 13, and I've seen just about everything. And a lot of these larger manufacturers have decided that there's a one mattress fits all, which isn't accurate. There's different body types, different weights, different ailments, and all of that has to be considered when selecting the perfect mattress.
That's why they manufacture several different types of mattresses.
We've got our traditional innerspring mattresses, which are flippable, kind of like the ones we all grew up on. We've got our hybrids, which is a combination of innerspring and latex. We then have our Nirvana collection, which is a springless mattress, latex and foam. And then we have our organic mattress.
Every mattress that we make here can be adjusted to put on an adjustable base, which is a really nice feature because people seem to enjoy the benefits of having an adjustable base more now than ever.
As far as price points, we've got things in every price range, so we can suit all needs.
Every SHOVLIN mattress is custom built right here behind the showroom.
And we're not an assembly line, so everything is built custom to each customer's need. One of the things we like to do here is give tours. We've had customers come in and watch their mattress be built. We've also brought in groups like the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, and we give them a little badge, the factory tour badge, and they get a kick out of it. Not too many people see the behind the scenes.
We take a lot of pride in using materials that are made in the USA. In fact, we source most of our materials as locally as we possibly can, many of them within the tri-state area. And a lot of those are also small businesses, small family businesses just like us, so we like that.
If I'm putting my name on the bed, it's got to hold up, it's got to be quality, it's got to be what the customers want.
All of the foam that we use here is CertaPure US certified, which means that you'll find that it's free of flame retardants, ozone depleters, heavy metals, formaldehydes, and it's also low in VOC emissions, which means you're not going to find it has that funky smell that sometimes comes along with foam, so it's a little extra peace of mind.
They look at a mattress as an investment in their client's health and wellness.
So many good things happen while we sleep. We heal, we recover from workouts, we take the things that we learn during the day and store them into long-term memory, and all that stuff is important. So it's important that we get the kind of deep sleep that's required, and a mattress is going to be really, really helpful for that, to make sure that you're comfortable and you get to sleep well enough through the night so that you're getting all that good restorative sleep that you need.
What's great about being a factory direct is that if somebody is not completely comfortable, we have the ability to pick it up, bring it back in, make an adjustment, make it firmer or softer, and be sure that they're sleeping comfortably. Our refund rate is less than 1%, whereas the industry standard is approximately 17%.
So how do you know it's time for your new mattress?
So you know it's time to change your mattress if you're waking up and your lower back's bothering you and it takes about 20-30 minutes to kind of loosen up. Also, just visually looking at the mattress, if you see any body impressions, clearly it's time to replace it.
We feel really lucky to be able to do what we do. Every mattress that we make is handcrafted specifically for each individual customer, and we feel like that allows us to make an impact in their lives and their health and wellness.
Want to know more about SHOVLIN Mattress Factory? Visit SHOVLINmattress.com or designingspaces.tv. Now more than ever, quality family time is precious. So making the most of it while still keeping up with everyday chores can be a full-time job. And one thing that is always on the to-do list, yard work. Brian and his family have been living in their home for a while now. They take great pride in the curb appeal and love spending time in their yard with friends and family.
We originally bought the house for the yard, and I wanted a lot of room for our kids to run around in. At the time, my mower was an excuse for me not to change diapers and get out of the house. The kids are getting bigger, and cutting the grass is just way too hard now. Now that the weather is getting warmer, it seems like all I do every weekend is cut the grass. I kind of want to find something that saves me time and get my weekends back.
After doing some research, Brian found Husqvarna Auto Mower. He looked into the various models and their features and landed on Auto Mower 450XH for his property.
I saw a huge variety of lawn equipment on Husqvarna website, and one of them that caught my eye said that there was a way for me to automate my lawn work. I was like, what? I gotta know more.
Most people have two must-haves on their list: spending more time with family and achieving the perfect lawn. Husqvarna Auto Mower can give you both. With a wide range of models to choose from, it doesn't matter if your yard has short grass or tall grass, is small or large, or has a varying amount of slopes. There's a Husqvarna Auto Mower to fit that yard.
I chose the Auto Mower 450XH based on the fact I have a pretty good sized yard, about an acre, and I love how it offers this smart technology. I can control everything from my smartphone using the Auto Mower Connect app. With the GPS navigation system, it knows all the ins and outs of my yard. It knows where to go and what to do. And if that wasn't easy enough, it connects with all my smart home technology. Makes life really simple.
Once the Auto Mower is installed in your yard with the boundary wire specific to your certain yard type, the Auto Mower will learn the yard. It will constantly cut, making sure that all areas are evenly cut, and it goes back to charge whenever it needs to without you having to interfere. And it follows the guide wire back to the charging station all on its own. The Auto Mower manages the whole yard without any involvement needed from you. The Auto Mower 450XH only needs about 60 minutes to charge, has a cutting height up to 3.6 inches, and can mow up to 1¼ acres. It's also rainproof and has LED headlights for nighttime mowing. This mower is specifically suited for this lawn due to the tall cutting height and the tall fescue grass.
With the Auto Mower, I never have to deal with any of the grass clippings. None of that mess you have to worry about. It self-mulches and self-fertilizes while it cuts your grass.
With the Auto Mower, you no longer have to worry about filling up your gas tank or spilling oil, which means no harm to your property and, more importantly, no harm to the environment.
It is environmental safe, and you don't have to deal with getting gas or the oil or spilling it on the grass and killing the grass or staining your concrete. I mean, it's plug and play, which is the coolest thing about it.
The Husqvarna Auto Mower is safe for the home, the environment, and most importantly, your family. There are sensors so that if it gets moved or picked up, it will shut off. So if the dog gets near or if the children are playing and pick it up, nobody gets hurt. There's also theft protection, so nobody can walk away with your Auto Mower. It's programmed to only work in your yard, so it's guaranteed protection for your investment. So when somebody asks me why should they buy a Husqvarna Auto Mower, it always comes down to two things for me. First of all is the time saved, and second of all is the appearance of the yard.
I have the most perfect lawn now and spent no time on it. All my time now goes to my kids and my wife, barbecues by the pool, hanging out on the clean grass. Plus, I got the coolest looking lawnmower on the block.
For more information on Husqvarna and their full line of auto mowers, visit their website.
I'm James, this is my wife Stella. We live in Wilmington, North Carolina, and we bought this 108-year-old house that we're trying to renovate.
James and Stella bought their house 8 years ago. The existing traditional wood exterior has withstood the test of time and the elements. But nothing lasts forever, so it was time to talk about options.
We've been trying to fix up the house, but we have extreme weather conditions here. And paint's always peeling, the boards are always falling off on the outside. So we thought, what can we do to re-side the house with something strong and durable and lower maintenance?
After Hurricane Florence, it was difficult to get anybody to come around to give us a quote.
After going online, they came across the LP SmartSide Trim and Siding website and requested to speak with an experienced remodeler to learn more.
My name is Brent. I own O.C. Taylor. We're an exterior remodeling contractor based in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're also a proud member of the LP Build Smart program. I'm a master level participant, and that's actually how I got in touch with James and Stella, owner of this house.
James and Stella met with Brent, who explained the remodeling process and made some suggestions.
Well, what we have here is a product called Smart Side by a company called LP. They start with a naturally rot-resistant wood called aspen. To that, they add marine waxes on each little strand, as well as an MDI resin. That resin is what binds it together and gives it its strength. The siding starts out much thicker than you see it. And once that is compacted with heat and steam, then it creates a siding that is extremely durable.
After decisions were made regarding materials and color scheme, Brent and Company removed the old siding from exterior of the house and soon got started putting up the LP Smart Side siding. Stella had to leave for work, but James took the day off under the pretense of helping to oversee the installation. But in reality, he had a whole other reason for staying home.
The key to a successful install is preparation. As you can see, we've installed the proper house wrap on your house. Once that is installed, we're gonna add a starter strip on the bottom. On top of that starter strip, we'll put LP Smart Side. LP Smart Side, again, has a 50-year warranty. This has been tested against 200-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Wow.
As well as covers an 1.75 inch hail warranty on it, which is golf ball size hail.
That is great.
While James was learning about installing siding, Stella was minding the store.
We're here at my store, Lilies and Lace, in Wilmington, North Carolina, and James sometimes comes in and helps me out. He does all our back-end computer work, but James is at home today where they're putting up our siding, and I can't wait to see what it looks like.
James, every siding project has a last piece, and this one is it.
Awesome, it looks incredible. Thanks so much. Can you do me a favor though? I want to fix up the porch for Stella when she gets home. Can you help?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Wow, the siding looks amazing.
It does.
Brent did a great job. Looks great.
It's awesome.
Wait, what did you do to the porch?
A little fixing up.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I love it.
Brent, you killed it. It looks so good. Thanks so much.
Oh, well, you're welcome, but the real thanks goes to my crew.
Yeah, we really love our siding, Brent, but is it really worry-free?
Hey, we install peace of mind, and that peace of mind comes with a 50-year warranty.
Great.
Awesome.
For more information on how LP Smart Side trim and siding can help protect your home for years to come, check out their website at lpsmartside.com. Are you ready to create something new? So are the experts at Ariego, a construction technology company that's here to inspire you. It's design time.
So we're an innovative construction company that finds uses for logs that would otherwise be in landfills or have no use, people trying to get rid of them. A lot of them are rotted. And we take them here and mill them and dry them and turn them into beautiful tables, art, you know, whatever we can, whatever the log tells us to become. I was interested in wood probably since I was 5 or 6, growing up on a farm, to go off then to be apprentice as a carpenter back in Ireland, and was fascinated with what you could turn wood into and the beauty and the strengths and all the weaknesses of it, all the way down to what we're doing today. So our clients, we inspire them and help them to do as much as possible to whatever piece of wood they have picked up or decided to buy.
If they're looking to have logs milled, if they're looking for custom furniture, I'll basically direct them to the correct team to go to. If it's designing, I'll have them come in and make an appointment. They'll sit with me, figure out what they want, work with a budget. A lot of the time we have the luxury of working directly with an architect or a designer. They might bring to us an architectural rendering or a photo of something that they'd like, and we'll work with them through every detail and try to get their vision exactly right. And from there we could either fabricate for them or we could lead them in the right path to get the fabrication completed.
Their specialty is wood, but they work with a variety of materials.
We are a wood shop. We are a lumber yard. We are a finishing company. We do anything and everything that's custom with a variety of materials, but we specialize in hard and soft woods. We have equipment here at Arriego that we're very fortunate to have. It helps us work with, way larger logs that we could process, from the milling process to the drying process, and then to the flattening of the slabs here in the shop. And then we could give them to the customer like that, or we could see the project through completion.
Their designs and solutions together are inspired by the idea that anything is possible. And it all starts right here in what they call Arriego Village.
So the lumberyard is here to, help anybody with cutting their own logs and milling to specifications, and it's large equipment, so we're nice to have it to be able to help people, mill their own logs.
We get our wood from the local landscapers around here. We never go out and seek our lumber, which is super important to us, as we're not walking through the woods saying we want that log and that log.
It's important to do this because a lot of the reclaimed logs that are rotted have fungus and rot and different things that have discolored the wood and changed it from its normal fibers, and it turns into really impressive art, beautiful pieces because of that.
What makes us unique is the flexibility that we have here in the shop and the way we can adapt to multiple projects on a week-to-week basis.
But they're not just turning trees into tables, they're exceeding expectations.
So we love when people come by and we give them a tour. There's no gates, there's no walls, it's all open, and we love having kids and giving them the interest in how all this process works. And we enjoy it, and there's a little golf cart and we take them around, and they leave with a little bit of education.
For more information about Arriego, visit arriego.com, and of course, visit us at designingspaces.tv. For more information on anything you've seen on today's show, or to be a part of the show, go to our website, designingspaces.tv.